make this card from the Sweet Treats. I'm actually going to start with Hallmark Card Studio and show you how to make the liner for this card. Okay, so as I said, we're going to start from the inside out on this card, and I'm using Hallmark Card Studio 2010. I'm going to go directly to Art Studio. I'm going to select Cards and Invitations. And because my card is going to be a half-fold horizontal 8.5 by 11, I'm just going to choose this one. And at the very top up here, you'll see you have 4 selections. This would be the front of your card. The second selection would be if you wanted typing on the top part of the fold. The one I'm going to use is the bottom part of the fold. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and click on Shape because I want to have a simulated mat. I think I'm going to choose the one with the rounded corners because my card has rounded corners. So you can use the handles. You see different few little handles that you just point your mouse to, click on, and get it to your desired size for your mat. And that looks pretty good. I want to change the color, so I'm going to go over here to the left menu, change color. I'm going to choose pink. And I'm going to click up here. You have 3 choices of simple color, which is the full matte color, and then I'm going to check the outline, click on outline color, and I'm going to choose this taupe color. And then you have up and down arrows, which changes the size of the outline, and I'm just going to click on it until I think I can see a difference here. And then just click on OK and click off of it, and there we have our simulated mat. The next thing I'm going to do is add text. Wish we could be there to celebrate your birthday. Love you bunches. And then I will sign that when I print it out. Okay, so that's pretty big. I don't like the print, so I'm going to go over here to the left to my menu, and first of all I'm going to change this to, it's 38 now, I'm going to go down to about 30. That looks good. I'm going to change the font. This is going to, your selections are going to depend on what you have loaded on your computer. I went way down too far. Beach Thin. I like that. One other thing I want to do is I want to center it. So I just click on the centering button. Just like most word processing, you have all of those options: bold, italic, underline, and centering. And then I'm going to go to color. I want the color of the print to be this taupe color. And then I'm going to do an outline of black just to give it a little personality. So I'm going to move this print over here to the right hand side so that I have plenty of room. I'm going to go a little bit lower, and I'll have plenty of room for my embellishment there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is click down here on the lower left. We're going to click on Print, and then because I'm only printing the inside liner, I'm going to select Single Fold 2 Page, and the reason I'm doing that is because when you do that, you have an option of printing either all page 1, page 2. So you can separate it out, save yourself some time, and only print one thing going through your print. So clicking on Print now. So this is what came out of my printer. I took my trimmer with my scalloped edge. Actually, I think it was a zigzag edge. And so I just trimmed up just enough so that this will fit nicely inside my card. So you can see I left enough room here. Make sure I get this in here. I left enough room for my little cupcake that is going to coordinate with the front of my card. This cupcake, as well as the front mat that I'm going to use, is from a Die Cuts with a View paper called Sweet Bakery Glitter. This is kind of, it says sparkly. I don't know if you can tell that's sparkly. And I cut one of the little cupcakes out to go inside. So what I normally do with the inside is I just run a strip of adhesive right down the top edge. You don't need a lot, just enough to secure it inside and make sure it's centered. Okay, so I have that there, and then I'm going to just again use my adhesive here on my little cupcake for the inside. Make that special. For the front, I've selected from the Cricut cartridge Sweet Treats on page 60 is the Have Your Cake and Eat It. Okay, so before I put that on, I'm going to have a little mat from that die cuts with a view paper I was talking about. And then I'm using some ribbon just to frame the corners. And so I've done all 3 of them, but I have 1 left to do. And I use the Xyron Create-A-Sticker for these. I love this for ribbon, you know, this is like the best thing. Especially if you're doing one of these corner placement. Corner placement ones where it's kind of awkward, you know, in getting it to stick. So the cheater method with the tape doesn't work quite so well, but on those, for me, although I love it for everything else, so yay pink stamper. So as you can see, when you take this off, this whole ribbon now has adhesive on it, and it's just like so cool when you're doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and add my final corner here. And that's about right there. And so you just get a really nice solid adhesive stick. Very simple. Love that. Isn't that cool? Okay, so now I have my framed, coordinating, matching kind of color theme there with the chocolate, the red, and the pink. So let's go ahead and put our words on here. So we'll kind of work through this here. You end up with this getting kind of a dimensional look by doing all these different layers that I had to do to get the color scheme like was on the Cricut mat. And my little cake here, I think that'll go right there. It's going to look pretty cute. And I can't forget my eye, my dot for the eye. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and use my adhesive, and I'm going to use my Zig 2-way for some of these smaller pieces and go ahead and get this done here. And hopefully on my post-editing I'll be able to speed this up, or I might have to cut out some of this. Okay, and our cake is going to overlap on that ribbon. I think I'll use my just adhesive for this. It's kind of big. And we're going to put the cake right there. Oh, can't forget the eye. Now this would have been probably something good to put through the Create-A-Sticker too. It's really good for those, just like little eyes. Look. Okay, you get on there. Okay. There's so cute. Have your cake and eat it too. Love it. Okay. Now you might guess what am I going to do? You must know, because I love stickles and I don't think I've done one video where I haven't used it, so I'm going to put some stickles on that cherry. And I'm using I think this is Crystal Ice. It's Crystal Ice adhesive on here. And we're going to center this. Hope you enjoyed this card. And have a wonderful day. Bye.